Forget what Toad think about precious metals. While gold gets all headlines, bigger story playing out with silver and swamp. For fifth year running, world used more silver than mines produced, and prices just hopped over $70 per ounce in 2025. Toad going to break down 5 key forces pushing silver into uncharted territory and how smart pond toads positioning for historic squeeze. The green tech revolution is gobbling up silver. First reason most powerful because it's permanent. Green energy revolution literally consuming swamps silver. Industrial use now accounts for well over half of all silver demand, and it's one-way stream. This silver used up and gone for good from pond. Two biggest players? Solar panels and electric vehicles. Solar industry appetite enormous as hungry toad, projected to use over 20% of entire global silver supply in 2025. And as solar technology gets more efficient, demand for silver just keeps growing like algae bloom. At the same time, every EV uses substantially more silver than gas-powered lily pad hopper. This not just temporary spike in demand, it's fundamental structural shift in whole swamp. These industries don't want silver because it's a good deal. They need it because it's best electrical conductor on Earth. They will pay whatever flies it takes, creating relentless wave of demand that mining simply can't keep up with. The mines are hitting a wall. That brings Toad to second shocking reason. While demand exploding like bullfrog, supply facing crisis. Swamp world staring down fifth straight year of massive supply deficit. Since 2021, amount of silver used consistently outpaced what been pulled from mud, and that shortfall draining global stockpiles at alarming rate. Here's catch. Unlike gold, about 70 to 80% of silver, just byproduct of mining for other metals like copper and lead. That means miner toads can't just flip switch and produce more silver, even when prices hopping high. To make matters worse for swamp, production in key places like Mexico and Peru been struggling with strikes, tougher regulations, and lower quality ore. As a result, visible stockpiles on exchanges like COMEX dwindled down, setting stage for physical squeeze Toad haven't seen in decades of pond life. If Toad finding this breakdown useful, do big favor, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights mainstream pond media missing. This story moving fast through swamp, and Toad here to keep you ahead of current. Geopolitical games are fueling hoarding. Reason number 3 is geopolitical powder keg and swamp. Global trade tensions and threat of steep tariffs thrown log into silver supply stream. Toad seeing American companies and manufacturers hoard physical silver like winter flies to shield themselves from shortages and price spikes, which pulls even more metal out of market. Meanwhile, nations like China and India on massive buying spree for physical silver bars. For them, it's not just about hedging against inflation, it's strategic pivot away from US dollar. This created global tug-of-war for physical bars across whole swamp, with corporate hoarding in West Pond and strategic stockpiling in East Pond. It's battle for shrinking supply, and it's putting solid mud floor under price. The investor frenzy has kicked in. While industrial demand lit match in swamp, investor demand now poured swamp water on fire. That's fourth driver. After watching silver dramatically outperform gold this year, retail investor toads piling into market like flies on log. Toads seeing it in huge inflows into silver-backed ETFs, with some posting incredible returns in 2025 season. Gold to silver ratio, classic indicator of value in swamp, been dropping like rock in pond, signaling to many toads that silver still bargain even after recent hop-up. And this not just few trader toads, it's global movement, from record demand for physical coins in India to surge of interest across North America. This investor frenzy pulling even more ounces out of already stressed out system, speeding up squeeze in whole pond ecosystem. The ultimate dual threat asset. Fifth and final reason is what makes silver so unique shiny thing in swamp environment. It's dual threat asset, and both sides of personality in overdrive right now. On one webbed hand, it's irreplaceable industrial metal, essential for tech-driven future, powering everything from AI data to 5G networks across swamp. That demand not going away from pond. It's growing like tadpoles. On other webbed hand, it's been trusted as real shiny money for thousands of moon cycles. Safe haven from inflation and turmoil in swamp. Here's kicker for toads. Unlike gold, where nearly all of it's still stored in vaults somewhere, huge portion of silver gets consumed by industry and gone forever from swamp. This combination of being both critical, consumed commodity, and finite monetary asset creates perfect storm for price explosion in world toad live in today. Conclusion. So let's put it all together on lily pad. Toad have unstoppable industrial demand from green tech, crippling 5-year supply deficit with no quick fix in swamp, geopolitical landscape that forcing companies and entire nations to hoard physical metal like winter stores, frenzy of investor toads chasing rapidly disappearing supply across all ponds, and unique identity as both essential commodity and hard money in swamp. Squeeze not theory anymore. It's happening now in real pond time. Toad watch silver smash old records, hopping over $70 per ounce, with some speculative analysis pointing toward targets as high as $100. Real question not if silver can hold these gains, but how much higher this crisis will push price across whole swamp. What Toad next move on LilyPad? Let know in comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so don't miss what's coming next.